Racquel was ready to drink her vodka Sprite with Diplo.
We ended up interviewing Martin Garrix. That went freaking viral. We were in every major media EDM outlet. Billboard picked it up. We had a lot of expectations going into Miami Music Week. I mean, we were like, we're gonna interview Zed and we're gonna get another exclusive.
Maybe he's gonna premiere it at Ultra or Tomorrowland.
We were like, okay, well, if he doesn't do it at Ultra, we're gonna go to Tomorrowland.
I was literally like, Racquel and I are gonna end up on the stage with Martin Garrix during his set. We're gonna be on the stage with Zed during his set, and we are gonna be the first ones to post this damn exclusive.
We were like, we're gonna meet Diplo and interview him in a hot tub.
I think for like a month, we were telling everyone like, that week is untouchable. I'm engaged. I was like, if we're gonna go and like go to City Hall and like try to do marriage stuff, like this has to happen after Music Week.
Alrighty guys, welcome back to Millennial Girls. I can't believe we are on episode 3. Time is flying by in quarantine. Who would have thought? This is why you like put energy into a project during quarantine, right, Natasha?
Yes, I'm putting on my lipstick as we speak right now because I'm ready to go and be my best festival self. I'm ready for Ultra and my Music Week.
She is. This is an episode that we may get emotional in. We might start crying because we are being super dramatic, and this is what could have been. Basically what that means is we had a lot of expectations going into Miami Music Week. If you don't know what Miami Music Week is, it is the week of concerts and pool parties, EDM lifestyle, leading up to Ultra Music Festival, which is the mecca, the mothership of EDM festivals. And we were hanging on to hope, a sliver of hope, that we were at least going to have pool parties before quarantines happened, and that didn't happen. So you're gonna learn a lot about us in this video. We are also going to have a very special guest I'm so excited about. But yeah, it's a lot. We were talking about this earlier, and I was like, FOMO, oh my god, nostalgia, FOMO, just because we had a lot.
So basically, sorry, I'm just like, I keep applying lipstick because I'm just like, I'm not pleased with my I need more color in my life.
Bam!
So, no, we had been talking a lot about, when are we going to talk about Miami Music Week and all this stuff. We had all these plans. We got to tell everyone our story and all this stuff because basically, we've said this before. If you didn't get to tune into, the first episode, we talk about how we work at Revolution 935. We are working at an EDM station. We ended up being the official media partner of Winter Music Conference, which is what covers all of Miami Music Week. So we were very, into this thing. And again, being the only EDM station and one of the few in the nation in Miami where Ultra's home is, we were ready to go. Like, we were like guns blazing. We were getting all of our outfits. We had planned everything. Like, I got my waxing appointments. I got my hair appointments.
Our hair, our nails, everything. I think it all kind of transpired, and you're going to also learn right now, why we even wanted to start this. So basically, last episode, or 2 episodes ago, sorry, this is actually episode 4, just realized I've lost count. Racquel can't do math. It's okay. That's why I talk for a living. We met in October of 2019, so this past year is when I got hired at the station, and we realized as time had gone on that every time we were together, good things happened. I don't know, when you meet someone, and just good energy and good things just start happening. So basically we realized we had something when we ended up interviewing Martin Garrix. If you don't know who Martin Garrix is, he's one of the biggest DJs on the planet. He's incredible. We ended up interviewing him during Super Bowl week. So we got an interview with him up until like 2 days before. We didn't know if it was going to happen, and we were just like, please, EDM gods, whoever, let this interview happen, because he hadn't done any interviews since the new year started. So we knew we already had the upper hand on that. And then he ended up giving us an exclusive that went freaking viral within 24 hours. 24 hours of us putting up this interview, we were in every major media EDM outlet, and then within 48 hours or 72 hours, Billboard picked it up. I called Natasha and crying. I was literally sobbing because I didn't even see it at first. One of my best friends who works in music texted me and was like, "Did you see this?" And I opened it up and I saw the headline and I was like, no. And we were featured in Billboard. We were cited, which was so kind of them because there was some miscommunications on other accounts that we weren't cited for, and they just did it right. And we were viral. And after that happened, I think we both went into work and looked at each other, and we definitely decided this was something that we needed to do. So that's kind of how Millennial Girls was born, and we had so many expectations, like Natasha said, for Music Week. I mean, we were like, we're going to interview Zed, and we're going to get another exclusive, and I'm going to be drinking my vodka Sprite at all these pool parties.
Racquel was ready to drink her vodka Sprite with Diplo. Like, we were going to make this happen because, yes, that's her drink of choice, first of all. Aside from White Claw, by the way. Happy Cinco de Drinko. Yes, we're recording on Cinco de Drinko, by the way.
We are.
Cinco de White Claw, that's what I have to say.
Cinco de White Claw.
But no, so actually, this is perfect. This is a perfect day to talk about all this.
It really is.
So, where's your White Claw? Can you just, grab one now? No.
I'm chugging coffee at the moment.
No, I'm just kidding. So by the way, I always say this, if you're not watching on YouTube, you gotta watch, you gotta peek in YouTube too, because I'm wearing a lime green, highlighter green, neon green bodysuit, lacy sexiness. So just putting that out there.
She's ready for Ultra right now. I have my sunnies that I'm ready for. Hold on, I feel like I should put these on right now.
Here, I have mine too. I'm gonna put mine on.
Oh, this is hard with headphones.
I was gonna wait for our guest, but we'll just. Oh wow. Oh my God, you! I love you. I love how you look. Oh my God, this is hilarious.
Oh God.
I feel like Men in Black, and she's got her 90s vibe going on right now.
Millennials. I am ready right now for Music Week. I think
I'm kind of blind. We turned into the blind mice, kind of, but it's okay.
Blind mice. Oh, we're gonna have. Yeah, I mean it's okay. I can't see.
So one of the things that I wanted to say is that yes, so we were gonna live our best lives, of course. Music Week, and so it's a week-long thing, right? And then Ultra kind of closes it off on the weekend. So every single artist comes in town to Miami. It happens at Bayfront Park, right by the water, and this whole thing, right? And mind you, this was a super iconic moment, not only for us but for the city, because we were in this whole transition of whether they wanted to bring it back to Bayfront Park, and there was a bunch of conferences amongst all the governor and the mayor and all this stuff that everybody was talking about. It was
basically World War III within the city and the festival, because it was finally back to Bayfront. I mean, they signed the contract literally for Ultra with the city 3 weeks before. So it was a major deal that it was going to be back in Bayfront. All the artists were really excited, including Martin Garrix. He had even mentioned it in the interview with us that one of his top, I think, 3 places to play was Bayfront Park Ultra. So it's a huge deal. I mean,
right. And especially for Martin
iconic.
too. Martin too, he's told this story too. He has a whole docu-series and stuff on YouTube too, so definitely check it out if you want to learn more about him.
For sure.
But he started many other guys nowadays, is he started in the crowd in Ultra, and then the next year, mind you, okay, let's rewind. Not everybody else, but the part of being in the crowd was a story for many people. But him being on the headliner on the main stage the following year was unheard of. So that's what made him really special, right? And so he gave us that exclusive that was published on Billboard, saying that he was gonna, do this collab with Zed, and maybe he's gonna premiere it at Ultra or Tomorrowland. And so we were banking on the Ultra.
We were okay, well, if he doesn't do it at Ultra, we're gonna go to Tomorrowland. We were
ready to get our tickets somehow, some way, and we were I was literally I'm gonna have 5 backup batteries. I'm gonna have I don't know how many cameras. Racquel and I are gonna end up on the stage with Martin Garrix during his set. We're gonna be on the stage with Zed during his set, and we are gonna be the first ones to post this damn exclusive.
I'm crying right now.
We had so many plans. Like, so Racquel has a contact at Ultra, which hopefully, she's going to jump on the podcast,
She will.
in the coming weeks. And we were doing a lot of like pre-Ultra, interviews and stuff like that. So we had artists like Dom Dalla, Frank Walker.
We were on it.
Griffin.
We were interviewing and getting exclusives from everyone. Frank Walker, Griffin, Dom Dalla, Young Bombs, literally anyone you could think of. If you're an EDM fan, which hopefully you are, and you're watching this episode, you guys know, and if you listen to us, we were busting our asses to get this. I mean, we are a home of EDM station, so for us, this was our Super Bowl, straight up.
And it was super important for us. Like, this was really, like, I think for, like, a month, we were telling everyone, like, that week is untouchable. Like, even, like, this is ridiculous, right? Okay, I'm gonna, again, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm showing you my ring right now, okay? I'm engaged. I was like, if we're gonna go and, like, go to City Hall and, like, try to do marriage stuff, like, this has to happen after Music Week. Like, this is how important this is, because it was, like, make it or break it deal for our career. Like, it was a big deal for us because, again, we were, like Racquel said, we had just started, like, getting the hang of everything, like, on air, and we had just started at that station particularly, and we were already published on Billboard. We were getting all these contacts between the DJs. They were following us back. Like, we were getting the station noticed. We were driving up ratings, and then on top of that, we were like, if we're going at this rate in like 2-3 months time, like, what can we do in a first of all during Miami Music Week, let alone in a year? So
right. Well, we had written a list, which I totally advise you guys to do. I listen to all these motivational speaking things and just how to manage your life because our lives are so crazy, and if you know me personally, you know I'm kind of a hot mess because there's always so much going on. Which is okay. We're allowed to be hot messes. But we had written a list. And this was, I think, Natasha, didn't we decide we wrote a list, I think, even before Martin. Because we had started getting all these interviews and we were like, okay,
Probably.
What are our goals? What are our expectations? And how, can we make this happen? So
we had a calendar.
Yes, we had a calendar, we had a list, a timeline, and now we obviously had to throw all of that out the window. And I think if we've learned anything from this, it's that you have to be able to expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected because look where we are now. We are in quarantine day, God knows what. And I mean, I
hope you're wearing pants this time.
I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing sweatpants. If you guys don't know what she's talking about, you have to watch episode 2 because, okay, first of all, I was wearing pants. They're just pajama shorts that were barely pants.
No, it's funny. It's a thing. Zoom calls during quarantine, no pants is totally a thing. It's A-okay.
Yeah, see? And everyone else also, I would like to say, I'm going to vent for a quick second, when I wore loungewear to work.
Right.
On
Pajamas.
New Year's Day, or
we can
the
argue
day
that.
after New Year's Day, because we were dying. And everyone was like, are those pajamas? And I was like, no, it's loungewear. And everyone's like, that's not a thing.
Oh my
and
God.
now everyone's wearing loungewear in quarantine. So you're welcome, everybody.
So Racquel is a trendsetter. That's what she's trying to say.
Yeah, I am.
Oh my God.
As everyone is asking where I got all of my loungewear. And I'm like, Target. Hey, Target, sponsor us.
Yes, please. I mean, yeah, can we get as sexy as this right now? No, I'm just kidding. I get all my denim stuff from Target, but.
I get all of my clothes from Target. Every time I wear something, Natasha's like, where did you get it? I was like, Target. They have really cute stuff, so check it out.
Just
You're welcome.
saying.
You're welcome for the free plug Target, # Target style. That's fine. No, but yeah, I mean.
We had a calendar that literally we were like, how are we going to be at all these places at once? Because we literally were determined. Like, we were like, we're going to be at the Anjuna party. We're going to be at the Sam Felt party. We're going to be at the Loud Luxury party. And who else? I mean, you had, like, the biggest list of pool parties ever.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm going to be at the Surf Comer. I'm going to be at the Nautilus. I'm going to be at MK's Area 10. Like, we were literally, like.
Yeah, I was.
She was going to follow the cheat codes everywhere.
I love them. Yeah, I I don't know how I was going to do what I was going to do, but again, if you know me, we can do it. Never say never.
At one point, I was like, we're going to get the Revolution 935 van, and we're going to just hijack it to all these venues and just park it on the side. It's going to promote the radio station. Maybe it'll get towed, but it'll get promotion.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll get promotion. And then we were talking about driving it. I don't even know. Like, we had some
And then we're going to somehow
ideas.
end up on a flight to EDC Las Vegas, which, by the way, just was supposed to be right about now. That's why I'm dressed for the occasion. So anyways,
She's
pool
ready.
parties, rooftops.
Yeah, we were going to have a rooftop party too. I mean, gosh, guys, it's just, we're telling you this because I'm sure everyone can hopefully relate that, and I've seen a lot of social media posts and just people have DM'd me and said, you know, it's so amazing that you guys are being creative and doing this because I'm having a really tough time with quarantine. I had so many things planned. And, you know, I know you guys had music week. I mean, when we say we were telling everyone this was our week, this was it, it is. So I think that's why leading up until, like, honestly 24 hours before, I was still in denial that it was happening. Because the first thing to get canceled was Ultra, then it was Music Week, and then it had come out that pool parties were still happening, right? So I was like, it's going to be fine, pool parties are going to happen, and then I think it was a Friday before the first one was supposed to happen, and then everything got canceled because obviously a liability, and honestly now, thank God it did, because we didn't know. Everyone was just like, it's a flu. Obviously, COVID-19 coronavirus is not a flu. It's a very serious situation. So, I mean, I applaud everyone at Ultra and Music Week and these pool parties for making the right decision so quickly because they were the first ones to do it. But yeah, I mean, it's been hard to swallow, and I know a lot of people are handling that and dealing with that too. So it's okay, guys. You can be upset, you can cry, you can scream. Hopefully you're watching this laughing and being like, I relate, I get it. But you know, good things, I keep saying good things are going to happen and great things are just going to come out of this after we can leave our houses and there's a vaccine and kind of get back to quote unquote normal life. But this is where I want to introduce our guest. I think, Natasha, right? This is a perfect place to do that. We have Lodato on, and if you don't know who he is, he's a super talented DJ producer. He just went #1, his new track Good, a couple weeks ago. He's #1 in the US, which is so exciting. It's so deserved. He's such an awesome dude, and I'm really excited because he has a great personality, and you guys are going to really enjoy this. And if you're a Lodato fan, you're going to enjoy this even more, and you're hopefully going to be a Lodato fan after this episode. So, Lodato!
I'm super excited to meet you, Lodato, because I met you on Skype when Racquel interviewed you, basically, when I was editing the video of you guys on Skype. So I haven't officially met you, but I've kind of met you. So now we're meeting on Zoom.
Yeah, it's great.
We
What's
did it!
How are you?
We did it!
Oh, wait. This work. Hold on. Wait, you just... Oh, okay. Now I have all three in one screen.
There you
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is... Oh, I like it.
That's the way we want to do it.
Yes. Oh, so sideways. Okay.
Sideways.
All right.
Welcome to our Zoom Miami Music Week pool party. I'm dressed for the occasion.
Ow. Yeah. Oh, I'm not. I'm wearing pajamas on the bottom.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was like, you know what? No one sees me. It's fine.
It's like, what was it? I started getting into Seinfeld during this quarantine. I never seen it. And who was it? Was it Kramer that doesn't wear pants because he doesn't want them to wrinkle when he's like in a meeting?
I don't remember whose character it is.
Oh, okay. But it's somebody.
Yeah, it's one of them.
All right, guys, so I'm super excited. We have our guest. It's time to bring him in. He's an amazing, talented DJ producer, and he's #1 right now with his track, Good. It's really great. Ta-da. I had to. Lodato, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, how are you girls?
We are doing good. We are, doing the best that we can and killing it. We think we're killing it with podcasting. But how are you? Where are you? Are you still in New York or New Jersey? Where are you right now?
I'm in New York. I'm in New York still.
New York. How has it been? How's it been like being there during all of this craziness right now?
I mean, besides the online ordering and trying to get as much toilet paper and Lysol cans I can't find, other than that, it's pretty good.
And I know you had moved. So, little backstory. I had interviewed Lodato for the station basically when Music Week would have been happening and we would have actually been partying together and hanging out and interviewing him. So this was like 3 weeks ago now, 4 weeks ago now. And you were just moving in the middle of all this craziness. So did you finally get settled in? Are you like okay?
Yes, I finally got settled in, got my dishwasher delivered. So that made it life a little bit easier. It was definitely a challenge, but, so far so good. At least I knew I was moving into a brand new clean apartment, so it kind of worked out.
That's true. You didn't have to really do anything. You knew it was clean. Did you end up scrubbing, getting on your hands and knees to make sure it was corona free?
Of course. And then I had to buy this like crazy looking like toxic mask because of all the bleach. I was getting like lightheaded at one point. So I was like, oh, thank God I have this mask and I could multi-purpose use it and go outside and then go clean my bathroom.
Oh God, so you're walking out with like a biohazard mask?
Yes, exactly. And I hear my breathing, I'm like Bane from Batman,
We definitely need a picture of this because I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
I will get
you. You need to do a live set in it for sure, like on Instagram. I think everyone will appreciate the quarantine DJ set with your gas mask on.
That's a great idea. I think he should do his first TikTok video like that. Do your first TikTok video with the biohazard mask on.
Yes.
I think that's definitely the style these days, which is crazy. But we wanted to get you on because I know we had lots of plans with you for the station to do our rooftop parties during, Music Week, and Good is out and it came out and it's number 1. And so how did you kind of cope with all these? We had all these crazy expectations. We were like, we're going to meet Diplo and interview him in a hot tub and we're going to be side stage with Martin Garrix. Like we had a lot of things we were going to accomplish during Music Week and Ultra, and we had, said it's basically our Super Bowl week and weekend, and now we're here. So how did you kind of react once everything slowly started getting canceled? Because I know we were like, oh, Ultra's canceled, but like, it's fine. WMC will still happen. Oh, WMC? Okay, well now the pool parties are still happening, and now we're here in quarantine. Day whatever we're on.
I mean, it's definitely not a fun thing, but you know what? As long as everyone's safe, but on the other end of it, it was like, oh, I was really excited to come and do the pool parties. And, it was the first year after home. So I was really excited to see a lot of people, meet new people. And, it was a perfect storm of stuff to happen to us, but you know what, we'll get through it and we'll try again next year, and all I could do is just keep working through it. So it's really not anything we could all do but just sit home. I mean, it would have been nice to have been in the sun and stuff like that, where now I'm in New York and not in sunny Florida. It is not fun, but it's it'll happen again.
Lodato, what were your expectations for that week? Because what exactly did you have planned? What were your goals that were supposed to happen that weekend? I'm gonna put my sunglasses on because I want to feel cool. I want to get in the pool party mode.
Oh yeah, we brought our sunglasses. Wait, we have to do this. We're ready.
Well, my expectations for that week were I was going to be doing the spinning pool party, your guys' pool party, so I was really, really excited to do all that because, coming off of home, it would have been really nice to, play for everyone. And, it really is just not the year that I got lucky. So definitely not my favorite moment, but will happen next year.
But look, you got a number 1 out of it.
Hey, it's the quarantine number 1.
That's crazy in itself. I really can't see. I have to take these off. I'm like blinding myself with the ring light. But I mean, first of all, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So that's definitely going to be our motto for next year, if we can have Music Week next year. But how crazy is it? I mean, this is something you're going to be able to tell your grandchildren, your generations. Like, I had a quarantine number 1 for my track. That's wild.
It really is, now that you just said it like that. Yeah. Like when I'm like 80 or 90 on the rocking chair and I'm like, hey, during that pandemic, some pretty crazy stuff happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy when you think about it like that, which actually makes me so happy for you guys and all of our music friends or anything like that, because you have something you can talk about for the rest of your life. I mean, we all do, but again, to have a track on number 1. And we have to talk about the music video. We have to talk about the music video, but we also have to talk about James Van Der Beek, because we touched on it a little bit in the previous interview. So James Van Der Beek, Dawson from Dawson's Creek, for those of you who know what that is, millennials, you should. He thought his track is about a Big Mac.
Which I could get. I could totally see it. I could definitely see how he could think that the song was about a Big Mac or any other fast food.
I mean, I guess.
If you think about it, you're sitting there, you're at the drive-thru, and you're debating, and then those words kind of come into your head. It's wrong, but it feels so good.
It feels so good to have the Big Mac and chicken nuggets. I know. During, this was like a couple weeks ago when the craziness was starting to kick in, I was like, I just want to go out and party with my friends and drink White Claw and eat chicken nuggets from McDonald's at 2 a.m. And then I thought of the conversation we had, and I was like, wow, full circle moment right now, man.
Full circle. Yes, definitely. But I think you could apply it to anything that, like, I have that debate every night, and I've been eating ice cream. I got into ice cream during this quarantine. Like, that's and Serendipity has this, like,
oh, so good.
With a fudge brownie in it, with fudge. I'm like, oh my God, this is just...
Wait, what is that? I haven't had this.
Serendipity is this famous restaurant. It's not a restaurant, but it's a dessert place in New York. And the first time I went to New York in high school, I was like, we got to go to Serendipity, because it was just on some Food Network situation. And they have like the bomb frozen hot chocolate. Have you had that?
Really? No, because I've been buying the Serendipity at CVS. That's why I was like, I need the best ice cream in CVS, even though, Haagen-Dazs is the ruler of all. But they came in first place now, where I've just been eating it a pint every 2 days.
They come in first place compared to Haagen-Dazs?
Yes, now it did.
Wow.
I mean, see, I like Haagen-Dazs when I go to a Haagen-Dazs store.
Right.
So it's like a different experience. Like, I before the quarantine, I had my app. I would go in. The guy would be like, hey, Sally, buddy, how are you? And, know my order. So
you were ready.
I was a regular.
I love it. No, you definitely have to try once Serendipity opens back up the frozen hot chocolate. It is unlike anything you've ever had in your life.
Oh, I got to try that.
So good. Even compared to like Ghirardelli.
I don't know what that is.
What?
Oh. Racquel's face.
Ghirardelli?
Okay, how do you say it?
No, what is it? I don't even know.
Ghirardelli, the chocolate.
I say Ghirardelli.
I have no idea. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
It's like a chocolate factory that's based out of San Francisco.
Wow. I didn't know this.
Wait, what? The Ghirardelli squares, like the chocolate squares.
Yeah, I mean, they sell it in
send me a
stores.
picture. Maybe I got to see a picture. Maybe I would recognize it by, colors or something.
I'm shook right now. What is happening?
We're getting very technical about our chocolate right now. I'm like, I just like coffee, Haagen-Dazs ice cream. That's where I go.
Ooh.
That's it?
That's my go-to.
Wait, there's actually a new, well, I don't know if it's new, but I also discovered it during quarantine. A gelato that's like vegan or something. I don't know. It doesn't have dairy in it. It's really good, but it has a unicorn on the packaging, so that's why I got it.
Of course it has a unicorn.
Wait a minute. I think I seen this.
See? He's seen this and not Ghirardelli?
I definitely seen the unicorn somewhere.
Are you sure you're not talking about what you see in her room right now? Because you see that in the background right there?
Oh, that is so funny. Wait, I can't see it. Let me see.
The unicorn?
Yeah, where is it?
Right there.
It's so small.
Oh no. Racquel's gonna have to bring the unicorn up to the screen again.
Please hold.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Speaking of quarantine, is there any show that you're like, you have to watch this show during quarantine?
So Netflix. Oh, look at that! Is a cool ass unicorn. Wow. I love neon.
Same.
Oh, I love that. I have a neon sign in my room that says sober.
Love it.
That says sober.
Yeah, Pollyanna bought it for me. But I love neon. The shows. Oh, so I watched Waco. Did you guys see that?
No, not yet.
Oh my God, amazing. I got into Designated Survivor. That was
Same.
originally on ABC. Brilliant show. Love
Did
it.
you finish it?
Yes, I finished it in a week.
I'm like wrapping up the third season now.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And then Racquel is totally into Outer Banks now.
I'm in it.
What is Outer Banks?
I'm in it to win it. It is, I don't know, how do you explain it? It's like a drama, a teen-ish drama, but it's not, I don't know, it's
like these kids that are in this kind of like a small town, and they go on a treasure hunt.
It's kind of like,
I think I've seen this in like the top 10 of Netflix.
yes, it's top 10. So it's kind of like National Treasure mixed with, I don't know, like treasure hunting. It's intense. I don't watch it late at night because I finished it yesterday at like 1 a.m. and I was like, I need to watch a Disney movie after this because I'm stressed the out. I'm so stressed. I was texting Natasha and I was like, I can't do this. I'm freaking out. And she's
Oh
like,
my
okay,
God.
deep breaths right now. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, also these shows I feel like I would have never been able to watch, and I'm sure you're on the same wavelength because we're always so busy or on a plane or on a train or at an event. Yeah, so it's kind of nice that we're getting to, like be reset, be humans again, and not just be working machines. But okay, so I have a serious question for you, Lodato.
Okay.
How obsessed are you with Grease?
Okay, so, growing up, my sister was in like, dance recitals and stuff like that. So like I was a young kid, then, probably like 4 or 5, like just constantly always seeing dancing and theater and stuff like that. Then I asked to join dancing school, and that's one of the things that
Stop.
I had to, like kind of reenact because it was simple. And then ever since then, I just thought John Travolta was like the coolest dude, with the cars and the women and all that. And it just represented to me everything I wanted. And then I was like, you know what? I have to bring that into my, inspiration in a different way now.
Yeah,
That's
and
so funny.
you totally have that. We both grew up competitive dancers, so that's so funny that you, we taught. I still teach when I can, so that's so funny that that's a part of your life that you still incorporate into everything. Natasha, you were in Greece though.
Yes. So,
Not the movie, but she did it as a like a.
well, I don't think I was alive when the movie came out, but
I don't think anybody was
No,
in this conversation.
no.
but I'm dying because Raquel's like, not the movie, and I'm like, well, I mean, maybe I was like in heaven or something. I don't know, but no, I wasn't in like the musical like on Broadway or anything. Yeah, right. I wish, but I actually did. I did do the musical in college. So it was a community college in San Francisco, and I got the role of Chacha Di Gregorio, the Latin dancer girl, right? Because that was like the
Yes.
I was like the only girl that actually knew how to dance, surprisingly, in the musical.
Really?
Because everyone else was a singer or like an actor, you know.
Okay.
So I was like the dancer girl. So I got the cha-cha role, and it's funny because I literally just remembered this right before coming on. I was like, wait, doesn't Lodato doesn't he have something with Greece or something?
I was like, yes!
I remembered this story.
Is amazing.
So, anyways, I have the role. I have to like wear this like costume and all this stuff, and like part of the story is, I guess like in the musical compared to the movie, Cha-Cha's like kind of gross. So she like picks her nose and she's like kind of dirty. Like in the musical script, it's weird.
Oh, okay.
Because in the movie, she's like kind of like sexier. So I had to like pick my nose on stage, and it was like really embarrassing. And like I had to like rehearse the picking the nose too.
Oh
like
my
it was just
God.
So one of the guys that I'm talking to, I don't remember if he was playing the role of Danny. I think he was, like, or John Travolta, or one of the main guys. While he's like talking to me on stage, like mind you, we didn't have microphones or anything, so he's like projecting his voice, so he's like spitting everywhere because he's like really passionate about the role, and I'm like trying not to laugh because he's like spitting at me.
Oh my God.
And then after that, I have to pick my nose, and then we break into the dance. So I start dancing with Danny.
Wait, when you say that you had to pick your nose, did you rehearse how far? Was it just the tip? Like, how does that work? Like on stage?
So basically, at one point, I would never rehearse it. Like I would just pretend, right? And then the director goes, "Okay, Natasha, like you need to rehearse picking the nose." And I'm like, what is there to practice with picking your nose? So I just did it. Like I just dug my finger in there. Like what am I supposed to do?
You gotta
video of this.
I told Racquel, I was like, I have it on DVD, but I don't know. It's like a lost file. Like I'd have to ask someone to like search for it back home.
We need to see this.
We need this content. Seriously.
Okay, the only thing I can do that like maybe I would have to ask somebody in San Francisco, like on Facebook, maybe they could get it for me. I'll try.
You have to do this. You have to try.
So then Danny has to do like a lift with me. Mind you, like neither of us have ever done this before. Like
you didn't practice the lift?
No, we practiced it, but like we've never done lifts.
Practice the picking of the nose, but not the lift?
Priorities, people. What the heck?
Who is this director?
We need to go back and direct it again. Like, come on.
I have her on Facebook. Oh God, I can't. So Danny lifts me, and mind you, like Danny's kind of a skinny guy. When he picks me up, he's like huffing and puffing. He's like, and you can like see he's like holding his breath. And then the moment where he like he finishes the lift and he puts me in a pose. And then when we're on stage, like this is not the practice, this is like the actual like performance.
Oh no.
I forgot, and I was wearing a black lacy thong. So my dress lifts, and you see the black lacy thong at my end post.
Oh my!
You didn't wear shorts? What kind of production is this?
This is a wild production.
So everyone in the front row was like crying because they thought that I hadn't shaved.
Oh my! Wow!
What is happening? What kind of production is this?
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's a great one. Everybody was talking about it for a week. Oh God, oh man, you guys.
That is amazing. Thank you for that story.
Okay, well now we need to find out your embarrassing story. I'm sure you have, because here's the thing, right? So DJs, everyone's like, oh, they're so cool and like they're so whatever and they're untouchable. But like now that we have gotten to know a ton of them, you guys are the coolest, sometimes nerdiest people, and we adore it. So you are normal. You are just like everybody else. You have your embarrassing moments, whether it be on stage, at an event, making music. What is one that stands out for you that's just like makes you just like shiver when you think about it?
Wait, is it like a story within the business aspect of it and then also personal, or is it just one or the other?
You can whatever you want, both. We
one personal story is I'll never forget, I was in like 5th or 6th grade, and there was a girl I liked, and everybody would walk on like the main street of my neighborhood.
Okay.
and I was riding my bicycle, and I'll never forget, I was eating an everything bagel.
Yes.
Okay. And I seen the group of girls coming in, kind of like a scene out of Grease, like the crew girls and the crew guys on the bikes.
Slow-mo, that's what was happening in your brain.
And I'll never forget, I thought I was really cool because I could drive with no hands. So I was eating the bagel, passing the girls, and all of a sudden I turned to my left to like say like a hello with my face type of thing.
With my face.
And I ended up ramming into the back of a bus stop. And my face was just stuck on the back of the bus stop in front of these girls. And I was just like mortified beyond belief. Like, wow, that did not go as smooth as Danny would ever have done.
Oh.
And yeah, so that definitely happened to me.
No.
That's amazing.
Yep. The bagel got destroyed. I was pissed off about that too.
We're more worried about the bagel.
Mood. More worried about the everything bagel. That's my life. Okay, so now we need an industry story.
Okay, so an industry story. Okay, the first thing that comes to mind. So when I first started like really producing, I have no musical background. So, you know, a lot of it was done online and downloading sample packs and stuff like that. And I downloaded sample packs, and what was it, 2014, 15, around there. These sample packs really helped me understand music and like the genre of dance music. And I downloaded a pack, basically arranged some of the sounds, and then sent it off to a few people, and it ended up getting picked up by a really big label. And I was like, oh, this is great. And, you know, didn't realize like, no, you can't just do that. You can't just like take someone else's work, you know, and put it out there.
Oh.
It got released, and then a few weeks later, the label was like, hey, did you take this from somewhere? And I'm like, oops. Yeah.
No.
And it was so mortifying for me that I didn't know what to do. I thought my whole life was over. I thought I already just like ruined my career before it even started, you know? And, you know, so if I have to say to anybody that's trying to come up in this business, do not do that.
Copyright.
Oh.
Like, it is very embarrassing. It feels good to let it out, actually.
A little bit of therapy. That's what we're here for.
And, you know, so again, I recommend any up and coming producers, like, take the time, and there's no shortcuts. You gotta work.
How did you recover?
I don't know. I think I just recovered just now. I think I mentally recovered now with you girls.
You're welcome for being your therapist.
I'm like, you know what? The day that we meet in person, Lodato, I will make sure to get you that everything bagel from the place that you got it from.
Thank you very much.
That is so crazy. So how did you kind of, I mean, talk about expectations and reality. So you just kind of bounced back, and I mean, did you have to do damage control? I mean, obviously you were, you know, new, so it's not like you had management, a team, PR to freaking handle this situation.
Yeah, I let time go. And then I don't think I came out with records for another 2 years until
Wow.
I was the full composer of these records, you know?
And now you have the #1 dance song in the country.
Yes.
So,
See how things just work out?
yeah, seriously. I mean, talk about everything happens for a reason. You learned that you can't rip off people's samples. Everybody has those days. Someone please... Oh, that was a Hannah Montana reference. No one got it.
Sorry.
Nope.
You're alone on that one, girlfriend.
Everyone listening to be like, fail. Good job, Racquel. Epic fail. So, what was your first concert, Lodato? Because our first episode, we had kind of talked about, both of our first concerts were in sync. And we both remember how electric it was and just life-changing being at those. And for me, it really, every concert I went to, I was like, okay, I want to work in the music industry. And here we are. So did you ever have that moment where like, this is it?
So this is actually crazy now that I'm thinking about it. my mother was a huge, huge Eminem fan.
Okay.
Right. And she comes to me and says, Sal, I got us tickets to Eminem at Yankee Stadium.
Nice.
I'm like, okay, let's do this. So now I get there, and she bought like the best package at the time. We were like in the suites or something. And I'm sitting there, and two guys sit right next to me and my mother, and all of a sudden it starts smelling. And I'm like, Mom, what is that? She's like, oh my God. And you know who it was? It was Method Man and Redman sitting right next to us.
No way.
With my mother right there. Whoa. So now I'm like, I guess pretty young and start feeling a little bit. So I say, Mom, I'm going to run to the bathroom. And I go into the urinal, and I look to my right, and I look at the guy, and now I get into this like kind of awkward long stare.
Okay.
And it ended up being Bono from U2.
What?
Like, what is going on right now?
Are you serious? Are you sure you weren't high?
Swear on everything.
Oh my God.
It was so crazy. And then on top of it, the Eminem part of like coming out with Jay-Z and Kanye and everybody, I was just like, this is the craziest. No one would believe that this happened to me.
What tour was it, or what album?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
No?
I don't.
That's wild.
I would have to find like the ticket stub or something.
That's an awesome story.
Yeah. Thanks, Ma, for that story.
That is so awesome. I never saw Eminem live.
Oh, fantastic.
No, I never saw him live. I was super into the Eminem show. And at that time when that album came out, I was like 10. So I was like memorizing the lyrics to like really bad things.
But yeah, so that was that happened. So that was probably my first crazy concert story.
That's wild. Jinx. Okay, this is...
Clearly we've been around each other too much lately.
Clearly we've been virtually, first of all, not even actually, of course.
I was gonna say, you guys aren't social distancing?
That's so wild.
No, we are very much so social distancing, which is, it's crazy because obviously we've started this, and we thankfully did a photo shoot at work in January, so we actually had pictures and stuff.
Oh, so that...
Yeah, seriously, because otherwise we would have been like, we are starting a podcast with no promo or marketing. Great. Awesome. But yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, we're so happy that you got to join us on the podcast. We're really excited.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's so fun. And go ahead, plug all of your social in so everyone can find you and listen to you. And hopefully we'll actually be able to do an interview in real life soon. Hopefully in 2020.
They opened the beaches by you guys?
Nope.
Well,
they didn't.
Well, technically,
not here.
They did in Miami, like for a day again, and then they closed it again. So
they said, "Oops, bad idea."
Yeah, big oops, really big oops, because no one was social distancing or paying attention to anything. So you know how Miami is. Everyone, I feel like too, was texting me and was like, "Miami's still partying. I'm confused," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's not a good situation." But
no.
What are you gonna do? Stay at home, guys. Wash your hands.
That's it. But yeah, so everybody can find me on all social media at DJ Lodato, and it's just simple as that on all platforms.
Simple, easy. Listen to his track. Good. It's so amazing. I'm not gonna say good. It's better than good. But we're super excited to have this one up. You guys gotta go follow him, and you guys know the deal. We're the Millennial Girls. Check us out. Follow us. Subscribe. Like on every platform possible. And are we peace, love, and unicorns, Natasha?
Yeah, peace, love, and unicorns is our motto here.
You gotta do it too. You gotta be like, peace, love, unicorns.
She's all like raving around. Say something, Lodato, because I don't see you.
Peace, love, and unicorns. Peace, love, and unicorns.
I love it.
Oh, this is the peace sign.
It's a peace
And like
sign.
the unicorn horn too, you know?
Shouldn't it be more like this?
This is kind of weird. You know what, Lodato? We gotta rap Eminem together one day.
I can't rap for nothing.
No?
No.
Oh my god, I gotta hit you guys with my Superman, because that's what I memorized when I was 10 years old.
Well, I want to see this and the grease. So now it's two things.
Yes.
I will work really hard on getting you both.
Yes.
I will say that these embarrassing stories are just really great, and I hope everyone appreciates them. I didn't even share one, but you know what? It's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there one day.
I'm sure Racquel has plenty. We will have a whole episode.
Guys, I'm stressed just thinking about it.
Thank you so much, Lodato. It was nice meeting you on Zoom.
You're the best!